So we're down in Eltham, and no we're not, Blackfin, we're down in Blackfin. I don't know where I am nowadays. Bexley Heath? Bexley Heath. I thought I'd start outside and show you the access there is into this job. So this is a garage that's been converted into a utility room. There's a door there. See if I can bring that down. There you go. There's a door there. Now across that diagonal from the bottom there up to the diagonal there, we've got just 80 inches. The customer didn't tell us about this. Well, told us that we had access through the garage, but she said we had access through a fence panel. Now, I'm doing my talky bit, Gal. I'm getting you in trouble. You're going to be famous, darling. So she said, oh, we're taking the fence panel out. So the fence was going across there. That's a 6-foot fence panel. That's a 2-foot high wall. Where's behind? There's behind. There's a 2-foot high wall. And there's a, there, that's a 4-foot drop. She didn't tell us anything about that. But because I had to come down and do a site visit, because this is a ground screw job, I saw that and we modified the panels, and we've managed to get all the panels for a 20-foot by 10-foot shed in through that gap there. So that's pretty cool. And then we come down here, and there's the boss man. That's the man who said it is. Say hello. Now hello. I'm famous on YouTube.
Now I'm famous on YouTube.
There you go. And as we go to the garden, there you go. There's the shed. Depending on how I've edited this video, you might have just seen a time lapse of us putting it up. So there's your shed. That's a 20-foot by 10-foot reverse apex shed, and you can see down the bottom there it's all gone to ground screw base. If I come over here, you might get rid of the sun glare and you might get a better view of it. Yeah, there you go, we're out of the sun there. You can see it's on ground screw base. Now the difference in height between that end there and the back corner over there is around about 400 mil. So what we've done is on the first 2 rows of ground screws, on that row there and that row there, we've put 800 mil ground screws. Then there, and there, we've used 1250 mil ground screws. Now each of those ground screws is capable of taking at least 250 kilo. Typically I take about 400 kilo. So there's 20 of them under there. That's 6 tons. So that's a lot of weight this shed will take. So you can see it's got Georgian windows. You saw on the time lapse that they're opening windows as well. And you've got on this one, you've got continuous hinges. So that hinge runs from the top of the door and it goes right the way down to the bottom of the door. There's a lock set installed in the door. The lady for this job wanted the black iron handle, so that's what we've got. A lock in the door. Yeah, got our own little key rings and all, wonderful. So lock in the door. Now it's only a shed lock, it's not a high security lock, it's a shed lock. It's 3 lever, but it does the job. So there's your, what's it called? There's your continuous hinge, and like I say, it goes from the bottom right the way to the top. So all those screws are concealed. Now you saw us putting the floor in. The floor's all 4x2 4x2 treated joists. Because it's on ground screws, it's not in ground contact, so it's going to stay dry. This covering over the top of it is 18mm exterior plywood. It's all nailed down, all the joists everywhere. The roof, sorry, I'm a bit puffed. So the roof on this, you can see, it's supported by 3 trusses running through the roof. And then if I come up, there's a 4x2 that runs through the trusses. It's joined in the middle there. So you've got a 4x2 ridge beam running through the roof. You've got 3 trusses running across. And in the video you saw me up there, you saw Callum up there, you saw David up there. We don't look where we're walking because basically that is going to take your weight, no problem at all. Now this cladding on the roof, this is 12mm saw-fallen redwood pine. Well I say it's 12mm, it's X15mm, it should finish around 12mm. You see there at the end, there's a double upright there. That's because that panel there, after we made it, we then had to split it to get, because that's when we found out about the bad access. So we had to split it so it all come through a carriage door. We do that as long as you've got a pretty straight run going from front to back, then we can get it through, no worries. Where am I going now? So we've done that. The framework. The framework on this, you can see we spaced our framework at roughly 24 inches on centre, 610mm on centre. Now, the size of the framework matters, but the spacing of the framework matters as well. You get a lot of companies that they'll have an upright there, they'll miss that one, they'll have an upright there, they'll miss that one, they'll have an upright there. So you end up with 4 foot of wood there with nothing, it's not supported in between. So when the sun gets onto it, when the water gets onto it, it's going to buckle because timber moves between summer and winter. We put ours every 24 inches, and what else? Oh yeah, we double down it at every upright. So that's that. The cladding on this job is, what's the cladding on this job? I need to open the window to show you. Let's open the window. The cladding on this job, the finished thickness on this is roughly 16 mil. Yeah, it's X19 mil when it starts, but this cladding is the grade above the stuff that we use on the roof there. That is a Sawfordham grade. This is a 5th grade or better. So this is a sub-furniture grade, and it's thicker. So we can do the cladding out of the 12 mil, but it's a like I say, it's a next grade up, and it's a thicker, what's it called? A thicker timber. The framework on this, as well as being a 24 inch on the centre, if I can find a grading stamp, there's a grading stamp. There you go, there's a grading stamp just there. It's all British standard, it's C16 dry graded. It measures 63 mil that way, and it measures 38 millimetres that way. So it's 1.5 inches there, and it's 2.5 inches there. Headroom in this, at the eaves you've got, what we got? Well, that is 6 foot 6, it's 6 foot 6 to the eaves. Underneath the trusses is also 6 foot 6. We built this literally to the legal maximum height. We're 2.5 metres externally. That's your legal maximum height without planning permission. So that's the inside of it. I've done the cladding. The only other thing I can show you is the roof on the outside. The roof on the outside, oh, I can't reach up there, so hopefully you can see that. The felt on the roof there, that's a polyester based 20 kilo felt, so it's 2 kilo per square metre, green mineral roofing felt. And as on all our sheds, the edge of the roof there, that's been rounded over all the way along. So when the felt comes along that edge there of the roof, instead of it coming down like that and then a right angle, so it gives it a sharp join. Where's my hand? There it is. So it gives it a sharp corner along there. We round it over, we run a half inch out a bit along that edge, so the roof comes down and it's eased over the edges. It stops the felt from splitting at the edge. These cover strips where the panels are joined, underneath here we put CT1 was the very high modulus sealant. We put a cover strip over the top of it, that's all pinned to it, so it neatens the joints right the way up. And also where the panels butt up to each other, on the front of the shed you've got one, where's my hand, there it is, you've got one there, and you've got another one just there. Cover strips there, cover strips on the back, so it's all sealed in. Job's a good one. So that's it. There you go. That is a 20 foot by 10 foot reverse apex shed. It's got Georgian windows. The Georgian windows are extra. The what's it called? The joinery doors are extra. Obviously the ground screw base is extra, but the shed, the base, the whole lot, we've done all of that in 4 hours. It's installed, it's done, it's finished, it's ready to use, no problem at all, and it's cost the customer, I think this is about 5,006, 5,007, and that's the price as at November 2023. Thanks for watching, speak to you soon, bye bye.